Princess Leonor's big decision that has Spain talking. Everyone expected calm. Another royal appearance. Another predictable moment. But then, something shifted. A choice. A bold one. And suddenly, Spain wasn't just watching. Spain was talking. Because Princess Leonor had made a decision no one saw coming, yet everyone felt the instant it happened. Princess Leonor's life has always unfolded before millions of eyes, yet somehow she has managed to guard a private world behind the gentle poise she shows in public. But the decision that has set Spain buzzing didn't come from pressure, or tradition, or royal protocol. It came from the young woman behind the title, one who is steadily defining what her future reign will look like, step by step, choice by choice. And this time, that choice landed like a thunderclap. To understand why this decision matters so deeply, we must step into the emotional layers surrounding it. Because this isn't just about Leonor. It's about her family, her throne, her people, and the direction she wants to take the Spanish monarchy itself. The first ripple began quietly. A change in her posture. A new clarity in her eyes. A calm confidence that hinted she was stepping into something bigger. Those closest to her could feel it, even before the public found out. People wondered, was this about her career, her studies, her military path, or something more personal, something tied to the weight of the crown waiting for her? But the truth is far more complex. And far more moving. Because Princess Leonor didn't simply choose a path. She chose a message. A message to Spain. A message to her generation. A message to the monarchy she will one day lead. And that message begins with understanding the context of her journey. From the moment she delivered her first major speech at just 13, Spain watched a quiet shift in her. She wasn't merely following instructions. She was learning to command a room, not because she was told to, but because she understood the responsibility behind every word she spoke. Her training deepened this transformation. The long days, the discipline, the challenges she embraced without hesitation. Slowly, steadily, she revealed a strength that felt both inherited and entirely her own. So what exactly is this decision that has Spain talking? It's simple in appearance, but monumental in meaning. Princess Leonor has chosen to take on a responsibility earlier, more fully, and more independently than anyone expected. A responsibility many assumed King Felipe would guard until the final possible moment. But Leonor stepped forward, not to replace him, not yet, but to support him in a way that signals her readiness, her maturity, and her unwavering commitment to Spain's future. Her decision intertwines with a deeper emotional truth, her relationship with her father. There is admiration there, respect, a bond that has strengthened with every shared event, every ceremony, every private moment the cameras never saw. King Felipe has always walked the line between protector and mentor. He knows what the crown demands, what it takes, what it steals, and what it gives. And he has watched his daughter grow into someone capable of bearing those same burdens with quiet determination. But her decision, even he did not see it coming so soon. Yet he supported it instantly. That's how a father responds when he sees his child not only rising to the moment, but defining it. When the news reached the public, reactions spread across Spain: excitement, pride, curiosity, and of course, questions. Why now? What prompted this? How did she prepare? What does it mean for the future of the monarchy? Each answer opened a new door. Because the true weight of Leonor's decision goes far beyond symbolism. It signals a generational shift, a modernizing spirit, a willingness to step into spaces that once felt distant, ceremonial, or guarded. Leonor is choosing proximity. Proximity to the public, to young people, to regions that crave inclusion, to moments that require unity, visibility, and heart. Her choice has also sparked something Spain hasn't felt in decades: a sense of renewal. A belief that the monarchy, often criticized or doubted, may be evolving into something more relatable, more grounded, more human. And that evolution depends almost entirely on her. But this decision wasn't born overnight. It took years of quiet self-reflection, conversations with her parents, personal challenges, lessons learned during her education abroad, and especially, her military training. Those months shaped her resilience, her discipline, her leadership, and her understanding of service. Leonor's decision also reflects something deeper: her desire to define her identity before the crown defines it for her. Many young heirs in history have been consumed by duty. But Leonor is approaching her future differently. She is stepping into it with agency, intention, and an emotional clarity that feels refreshing in a world where royals are often expected to simply follow instead of lead. Her sister, Infanta Sofia, has been a quiet pillar behind all of this. Their bond remains unshaken, warm, supportive, protective. Sofia understands the weight on Leonor's shoulders in ways no one else can. And Leonor, in turn, understands that her sister will always be her anchor, her confidant, her emotional companion through every phase of this royal journey. Queen Letizia, ever observant, recognized the significance of Leonor's choice long before it reached public ears. And though Letizia is known for her strictness, her precision, and her high expectations, there was a softness in her expression when she first heard her daughter's decision. Almost a silent acknowledgement that Leonor had crossed an invisible threshold, moving from adolescence into royalty with a grace that cannot be taught. King Felipe, however, showed something different. Pride. Quiet, unmistakable pride. Because Leonor's courage reminded him of his own youth, the uncertainty he faced as crown prince, the pressure he endured, and the responsibilities he embraced out of love for Spain. Seeing Leonor take her own step forward felt like witnessing history repeat itself, but in a more hopeful, more modern, more emotionally grounded way. As Spain reacts, one thing is becoming clear: this decision is not the end of a story. It is the beginning of one. A beginning filled with questions. What new roles will Leonor take on? How will this reshape the Spanish monarchy? What impact will it have when King Felipe eventually steps aside? How will the people respond as she grows more visible, more active, more present? Each question leads to another. Each curiosity thread reveals another layer. But one truth remains constant. Princess Leonor's decision wasn't about ambition. It wasn't about pressure. It wasn't about expectation. It was about purpose. A purpose she feels deeply. A purpose she wants to embody. A purpose she is ready to defend with dignity, courage, and heart. She knows her reign will be different. She wants it to be different. She is choosing connection over distance, action over ceremony, and transparency over tradition. And Spain is watching, listening, talking, wondering what will come next from the future queen whose quiet decision has already echoed across the nation. Because the truth is simple. This generation of royals looks different, acts different, feels different, and Leonor stands at the front of that evolution. Her decision marks a turning point, not just for her, but for the monarchy she will inherit. It reveals her intentions, her strength, her readiness, and most of all, her heart. Spain may not know exactly what comes next. But for the first time in a long time, they are ready to follow her into the future. And so, this moment, this big decision, becomes more than an action. It becomes a promise. A promise that Princess Leonor is not waiting for the crown. She is preparing herself, and her country, for the future she is determined to build. A future rooted in duty. Shaped by courage, guided by love, and strengthened through every decision she makes from this point forward. Princess Leonor's big decision has Spain talking. And soon, it may have the whole world listening.